Hello and welcome. This is VoyageVault, bringing you on virtual voyages to the world's most spectacular destinations. Today, we're taking you to the Eternal City, the magnificent capital of Italy, Rome. With over 2,800 years of history, Rome is a living museum bursting with iconic landmarks. From the mighty Colosseum to the beautiful Trevi Fountain, the city is filled with architectural and artistic treasures from the Roman Empire and beyond. Join us as we count down the top 10 attractions in Rome, Italy. From world-famous sites to hidden gems, we'll reveal the places you simply must visit to fully experience the grandeur of this ancient city. Let's dive right in. Coming in at number 10 is Campo de' Fiori, one of Rome's most lively public squares. By day, this rectangular piazza is a bustling open-air market, with stalls overflowing with fresh produce, spices, souvenirs and flowers, the meaning behind its name Field of Flowers. Shoppers weave between vendors as locals go about their daily errands. The market's origins stretch back to ancient Rome, with a thriving commercial area developing in the Middle Ages. Campo de' Fiori has been hosting its colorful daily market for over 500 years. Look out for the statue in the center honoring philosopher Giordano Bruno. He was burned at the stake here in 1600 accused of heresy. His defiant stance overlooks the very spot where he was executed. When night falls, Campo de' Fiori transforms into a hub of nightlife activity. The square is ringed by busy bars and restaurants with outdoor seating sprawling out into the piazza. Street musicians provide entertainment as locals and tourists alike gather to unwind over drinks and good food. An absolute must-try is the Forno Campo de' Fiori Bakery, open late to serve piping hot pizza al taglio by the slice. The perfect late-night snack. Venture into the side streets to discover even more intimate restaurants and bars frequented by Romans. Want to try real Roman pasta dishes like cacio e pepe or carbonara? Campo de' Fiori is the place to be. Compared to statelier piazzas like Piazza Navona or grand sites like the Pantheon, Campo de' Fiori has a grittier, bohemian vibe. Walking through the square, you'll feel like a local taking part in the everyday life of the city. Experience Rome's passion for food, drink and lively conversation at this historic marketplace. Campo de' Fiori captures the quintessential atmosphere of Rome, day or night. It certainly deserves its spot among the top 10 attractions of this incredible city. Coming in at number 9 is the imposing Castel Sant'Angelo, one of the most recognizable landmarks in Rome. Built in 135 AD, this cylindrical fortress next to the Tiber River originated as a mausoleum for Roman Emperor Hadrian and his family. The structure was later used as a military fortress and refuge for popes. Castel Sant'Angelo takes its name from a legend about Pope Gregory the Great. In 590 AD, he claimed to have seen an angel sheathing its sword above the mausoleum, signaling the end of a devastating plague. Today, Castel Sant'Angelo is a museum showcasing lavish papal apartments, prison cells, and military architecture. The statue of the Archangel Michael crowning the rooftop offers panoramic views over Rome. Inside, marvel at extravagant furnishings and frescoed galleries while learning about key moments in the castle's history. Don't miss the Sala Paolina with its spectacular painted walls and ceiling. Then climb up to the rooftop terrace for iconic views of St. Peter's Basilica and the snaking Tiber River. Peer through one of the medieval cannons for a unique perspective on the city below. The secret passage connecting Castel Sant'Angelo to St. Peter's played a key role as an escape route for popes under siege. Feel like you're stepping back in time as you walk through the fortified bridge. With nearly 2,000 years of history, Castel Sant'Angelo is a fascinating look into Rome's past as an empire, military stronghold, papal residence and more. Take in incredible panoramas as you immerse yourself in the legacy of this multifaceted fortress. Coming in at number 8 is the magnificent Borghese Gallery and Gardens, a dazzling art museum paired with sprawling green space in the heart of Rome. Housed in the lavish Villa Borghese Pinciana, the Borghese Gallery lives up to its name with an unparalleled collection of masterpieces. Sculptures by Bernini, paintings by Caravaggio, Raphael and Titian. This museum houses some of the best works of art from the Renaissance and Baroque eras. Marvel at Bernini's stunning marble sculptures that look so lifelike they could step off their pedestals. See Caravaggio's dramatic chiaroscuro lighting brought to life in canvases like Boy with a Basket of Fruit. The villa itself is a work of art, adorned with frescoes and intricate architectural details. With limited admission to prevent overcrowding, you can linger over these priceless artworks and admire them in a tranquil setting. Just outside are the Villa Borghese Gardens, offering a scenic escape from the hustle and bustle of Rome. Have a picnic on the grass, rent a rowboat and paddle across the lake, or explore landscaped gardens inspired by English style. Kids will love the Bioparco, Rome's zoo located within the park grounds. Home to over 1,000 animals like giant pandas, white tigers, gorillas and more, it's a fun family-friendly activity after admiring the gallery's art. With Baroque palatial architecture, world-class art collections, and sprawling parkland, the Borghese Gallery and Gardens combo is a quintessential Roman experience. Stroll around snapping photos, then duck inside to view priceless masterpieces, the perfect pairing. Gracefully sweeping between Piazza di Spagna and Piazza Trinità dei Monti, the Spanish Steps earn the number 7 spot on our list. This iconic stairway is one of Rome's most beloved and liveliest attractions. Inaugurated in 1725, the 135 steps beautifully ascend against an airy backdrop of pastel-colored buildings. The wide cascading design makes the climb easier and allows space to sit along the sides. Locals and tourists alike gather on the steps to chat, people watch and soak in the atmosphere. At the base is the boat fountain, named for its sunken boat shape. Its design intended to cope with low water pressure, resulting in a charmingly quirky centerpiece. Visitors love snapping photos sitting on the boat's stone edges. Climbing upwards, find elegant arches, flower pots and curved benches perfect for a breather. At the top lies the 16th century Trinità dei Monti church, whose twin bell towers crown the scenic view. The steps may have you feeling like you're in a Dolce Vita movie scene. It's the perfect spot to channel your inner Audrey Hepburn or Anita Ekberg and take a glamorous photo. By night, lights from surrounding buildings create a magical aura around the steps. Street performers and musicians provide entertainment as crowds gather for an evening out. Fair warning, you may have to jostle for space with groups lingering to take photos. But brush shoulders with stylish locals and soak in the electric energy of this Instagrammable icon. Just don't sit and eat on the steps, that's taboo for Romans. With striking architecture, great people watching and stellar city views, the Spanish Steps fully deserve their reputation as one of Rome's top social hubs. Coming in at number 6 is Piazza Navona, embodying the splendor of Baroque Rome. This lively public square dazzles with over-the-top fountains, vibrant street life and a stately church. As you enter the elongated oval plaza, the Fountain of the Four Rivers dominates the center. This towering masterpiece by Bernini depicts 4 massive marble personifications of the world's great rivers, representing the 4 known continents. Another highlight is the Fountain of Neptune, with its muscular sea god wielding a trident surrounded by fantastical creatures. Throughout the day, street artists set up their easels to capture these iconic Baroque fountains on canvas. Overlooking the square is the magnificent Sant'Agnese in Agon Church, built in lavish Roman Baroque style. Its grand domed roof and bell towers add architectural flair. The facade brims with columns, sculptures and mosaics in intricate detail. Grab an outdoor table at one of the many cafes ringed around the piazza. Sip on a cappuccino while soaking up the lively ambience and fabulous fountains. The aroma of pizza from traditional Roman restaurants like Tre Scalini will make your mouth water. By night, Piazza Navona comes even more alive. Street musicians entertain the crowds of tourists and locals strolling about. It's the perfect place for a passeggiata, an evening walk so integral to Italian life. With its show-stopping fountains, vibrant cafe culture and ornate architecture, Piazza Navona immerses you in the essence of Baroque Rome. It rightfully secures its spot among our top 10 attractions. The iconic Trevi fountain cascades into our top 5. This elaborate Baroque masterpiece is a must-visit spot in Rome. Designed by Italian architect Nicola Salvi, the fountain was completed in 1762 after 30 years of construction. It gloriously commemorates the Roman aqueducts that fed the city's baths and fountains. Standing 85 feet tall and 65 feet wide, the Trevi fountain is truly monumental. Take in the intricate sculptural details carved from travertine stone. In the center, the sea god Oceanus rides a shell-shaped chariot led by aquatic horses. Tritons guide the wild horses, representing the erratic nature of the sea. The surrounding facade depicts allegories of good health and fertility, fringed by shells and coral. Coins glint beneath the crystal blue water, tossed in for good luck. According to legend, those who toss a coin with their right hand over their left shoulder are guaranteed a return trip to Rome. After marveling at the larger-than-life sculptures, sit on the steps to people watch. Gaze over the gorgeous scene framed by pastel-hued buildings in the afternoon sunlight. The atmosphere here is always lively, with crowds gathered around the fountain at all hours. When visiting Rome's many fountains, the show-stopping Trevi is undoubtedly the crown jewel. Immortalized by films from La Dolce Vita to Roman Holiday, it remains an iconic legend. Be sure to follow tradition and make a wish by flicking in a coin, hopefully assuring your return to this incredible city. The world's smallest sovereign state punches above its weight, earning the number 4 spot on our list. Vatican City draws millions to marvel at artistic treasures like St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel. At just 0.2 square miles, Vatican City has its own flag, coinage and media within the boundaries of Rome. It seats the global headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. Entering via immense St. Peter's Square, you're dwarfed by one of the largest churches on the planet. St. Peter's Basilica impresses with ornate altars and Michelangelo's haunting Pieta sculpture. Climb to the dome for jaw-dropping panoramas over St. Peter's and the cityscape beyond. Next, head to the Vatican Museums overflowing with classical sculptures and Renaissance art. But the star attraction is the Sistine Chapel and its ceiling frescoes by Michelangelo. Gaze upwards at his iconic masterpiece depicting biblical scenes like the creation of Adam in breathtaking detail. Those with a moral compass can also take a guided tour through the Tower of the Winds. Added in the 1500s, this secret passageway let popes escape in times of danger to Castel Sant'Angelo via a covered bridge. In just half a day you can explore the best of the Vatican, from ancient Roman statues to Christian artworks that changed history. Marvel at Michelangelo's genius while tracing the legacy of the Catholic Church through its spiritual heart. The magnificent Pantheon secures the bronze medal spot at number 3. This architectural marvel stands as one of the best preserved buildings from ancient Rome. Dating back to around 126 AD, it offers a window into engineering genius that still inspires architects today. What makes the Pantheon so remarkable is its massive domed ceiling and oculus open to the sky. The concrete dome was the largest in the world for over 1,300 years after its construction. At 142 feet wide and tall, it's a mind-boggling feat of design. The oculus, meaning eye in Latin, creates a dramatic circular opening into the rotunda. This architectural wonder allows in pillars of light that illuminate the interior space. And when it rains, water pours through the oculus and drains out through holes in the slanted marble floor. Originally built as a pagan temple, the Pantheon took its name from dedication to the classical gods. In the 7th century, it was consecrated as a Catholic church and remains an active place of worship today. Alongside its architectural significance, the Pantheon contains precious art in its round courtyard. Raphael's tomb lies here along with the famous painter's work Madonna of the Pantheon, depicting the Virgin Mary and Christ Child. With its celestial window open to the heavens and rare chance to experience Roman monumental architecture, the Pantheon is a must-visit back through the ages. The beating heart of ancient Rome earns the silver medal on our list. The Roman Forum was the center of activity for over 1,000 years as the empire rose to power. Today, the extensive ruins offer an immersive glimpse into public life dating back to 500 BC. As you stroll the grounds, envision the temples, markets and halls that once stood. Columns reach to the sky where imposing structures used to be. This valley between the Palatine and Capitoline hills housed the city's administrative, religious and commercial spaces. The Curia hosted Senate meetings while the Temple of Saturn held the treasury. At the Basilica of Maxentius, marvel at the towering arches and vaulted ceiling of what was once a vast public meeting hall. Imagine the countless figures of history, from politicians and citizens to Caesars like Julius and Augustus, who walked these same paths. Don't miss the Arch of Septimius Severus commemorating military victories. Even in ruin, its relief sculptures provide insight into Roman propaganda. For an overhead perspective, climb Palatine Hill overlooking the ruins. The views make it easier to envision the former grandeur of temples, markets and plazas bustling below. Today, while fragments of that golden age remain, goats roam freely amidst the fallen pillars and eroded walls. But with some imagination, you can bring the Forum back to life and feel the energy of the ancient city. Though just a skeleton of its former self, the Roman Forum's ruins provide a powerful sense of Roman history and legacy. By walking in the footsteps of figures like Cicero and Mark Antony, the past feels a little closer. Towering as an enduring emblem of Rome, the Colosseum takes the gold as our #1 attraction. This iconic amphitheater stands as a monument to engineering genius, brutal ancient entertainment, and the power of the Roman Empire. Construction began under Emperor Vespasian around 70 AD and took a decade to complete. An elliptical shape allowed easy spectator access to its 50,000 seats around a central arena. Underneath, a maze of hidden passageways, animal cages and staging areas allowed for dramatic, sensational entrances into the arena. The Hypogeum brought gladiators, exotic animals and elaborate sets up through trapdoors for dramatic effect. Gladiatorial combat, beast hunts, executions and mythological reenactments served as bloody public spectacles. The Colosseum hosted huge crowds for festivals called Munera, lasting days to flaunt military might and political power. Modern visitors can marvel at the advanced hydraulics and construction allowing for such massive scale. The travertine facade and arched exterior suggest grandeur even in a ruined state after centuries of quakes and stone plundering. While the violence is thankfully gone, the arena floor still echoes with the roar of the ancient crowd. Stand amid the crumbling yet formidable structure and imagine chariots thundering past. For an overview of the Colosseum's size and scope, take an evening tour to enjoy it lit up against the night sky. There's nowhere better to contemplate Rome's riveting history. Representing both beauty and brutality, the Flavian Amphitheatre stands as a testament to Roman architectural prowess and ingenuity. Visiting Rome's most enduring icon is an experience that will stay with you long after leaving the city. There you have it, our picks for the top 10 attractions you absolutely must see in Rome. From ancient ruins and imposing monuments to lively squares and beautiful fountains, this city truly has it all. Rome leaves an indelible impact on history and continues to inspire with its enduring culture and timeless sights. We hope this tour inspired you to explore these incredible places yourself someday. Please subscribe and comment below if you'd like to see more travel content like this. Comment subscribed and we'll try to reply to you. Until next time, happy travels.